What's up folks, Stephen here from Moving to Canada. It's November 9th, 2022, which means it's time for another Express Entry draw. Winter is coming and the draws keep happening. But before we get into the breakdown, we need you to take a moment to like this video and subscribe to this channel. YouTube is now valuing something called viewer satisfaction, and a shocking number of our viewers aren't subscribed. So if you want to make sure you can keep getting free immigration news updates from Canada, then all you have to do is click the subscribe button and turn notifications on by pressing the little bell icon. We are gearing up for a ton of new content on this channel over the next few months as we break down the changes to expect in Canadian immigration in 2023, some crucial insurance information you need to know, as well as some more of our most popular lifestyle content, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And speaking of new content, if you haven't already, you can check out our latest updates on targeted Express Entry draws by clicking the button just up there, where we break down last week's announcement from Minister Sean Fraser. In short, targeted Express Entry draws will be coming into place and allowing IRCC to pull people from the pools based on factors other than their CRS score, like where you plan to live or what sector you work in. Now this kind of stuff could spell out big changes when it comes to how we approach Express Entry, and could come into play when paired with Canada's broader immigration plans, like at least 4.4% of new permanent residents outside of Quebec being francophones. So yeah, better start practicing that French. Draw numbers. But that is all in the future, so let's get back to what we're all here for today, the November 9th Express Entry draw numbers. The November 9th Express Entry draw considered candidates in all Express Entry programs: Federal Skilled Workers Program, the Canadian Experience Class, and Federal Skilled Trades. In the November 9th Express Entry draw for immigration to Canada, 4,750 candidates were issued an invitation to apply. The comprehensive ranking system score cutoff threshold for this draw was 494 points. As always, it can take up to 24 hours for an ITA to appear in your IRCC account. Like I said, 2022 is coming to an end, and we need to start looking at what 2023 is going to bring in terms of living and working in Canada. So with that in mind, it's time to check out PNPs. One of the big takeaways from last week's conference with Minister Fraser was the revelation that there are more spots allocated for PNPs than for the federal high skilled category until 2025. Now, for context, the federal high skilled programs are all managed by the Express Entry system. They include the Federal Skilled Worker Program, the Canadian Experience Class, and the Federal Skilled Trades Program. So all the ones that we just gave you draw numbers for. Express Entry has historically not been very good at attracting immigrants outside of large urban centres, and the federal high skilled category as a whole has historically had the highest targets of all economic programs, with the PNP category typically coming in second. Now that changed in the 2022 to 2024 levels plan, where PNP targets outnumbered Express Entry, which was partially due to the fact that we didn't have an all-program Express Entry draw until July this year. But with the new plan, Canada is expecting the trend to continue into 2025. In the government media release, IRCC suggested the reason for the increase was to focus more on regional immigration in the 2023 to 2025 immigration levels plan, which, if you've been listening to earlier in this video, could be important when we finally find out more about those targeted Express Entry draws. So yeah, PNPs could be looking like a more viable option for those who want to make the move to live and work in Canada in 2023. TEER system. Another thing that we all have to get to grips with very shortly is the TEER system. No, not that tier. TEER. Training, Education, Experience and Responsibilities. TEER categories are important to understand because many immigration programs, like Express Entry and PNPs, are only open to candidates with experience in occupations at certain skill levels. Now, if you have not heard about the TEER system before, don't worry. You may know it by its former name, the NOC skill levels. It's basically a system the government uses to classify occupations. IRCC uses it to figure out what immigration program you're eligible for based on your work experience. The change to the TEER system will be happening on November 16th this year, so very soon. And if you are currently in the pool for Express Entry and want to know how you can go about changing your current codes to comply with the new TEER system, then you should make sure you sign up for a Moving to Canada newsletter, as we have a brand new video with one of our amazing partners helping you navigate all things TEER dropping in just a few days. I'll leave a link to sign up just below this video. And there you have it, folks, some topics to keep an eye out for over the coming weeks as we get ready for a few big changes taking place within IRCC to meet Canada's immigration needs. All Programme Express entry draws certainly seem like they might be changing as we come into 2023, so we'd love to hear your thoughts on how this might affect your application in the comments down below. Also, if you're planning on moving to Canada over the coming months, let us know where you're thinking of moving to. We love hearing about your adventures from all over the country, and who knows, maybe we'll be able to come shoot in your town, city, prairie next year. That's all from me. Until next time.